Good morning, circuit riders. We are done with our Canada portion of our big Western trip. We enjoyed some time in Vancouver and British Columbia. If you haven't seen that video, go back and watch it. We've just finished up in Alberta and now we're crossing back over the border for the last time to go down into Montana, and we are going to be screaming back to the West Coast. Over the next 2 to 3 weeks, we're going to collect 5 different states. We're going to do all kinds of stuff, so thanks for coming along.
West Coast. We're screaming away from the West Coast. We're headed to the East Coast.
Oh, is that what I said? Screaming to the
so.
West Coast?
But we are screaming just the other direction. Montana for the first time.
Yeah.
So we got like 4 more new states to get in our quick heading back to home base.
Nice.
Or whatever we call it.
All right, we're in Montana now, and these mountains right here are Glacier National Park. It's too bad we couldn't visit Glacier on this trip, but most of it is still closed right now. Even the visitor centers are closed for the winter. I think they're opening on Memorial Day weekend. We're just before that, so we'll get that on a different trip. But look what's out this side of the window. Look at this beautiful Boondockers Welcome we scored in Montana, right outside of Helena, Montana, which is the capital. We're looking forward to exploring that this weekend. Now, the hosts aren't here right now, but he said park anywhere above the shop, which we think is here. His RV is behind it. It's pretty uneven, but I think we're going to be okay. And he's also got 30 amp and water available, which is very nice. So yeah, we're going to have a good weekend here. Beautiful sunny day. Do our downtown Capitol walk today in Helena, which is the capital of Montana. And Jason just noticed that the Liberty Bell replica is here. Remember when we were in, I think it was in Delaware? Because Delaware is the first state. We were talking about how they had made replicas of the Liberty Bell and sent it to all of the 50 states. Well, some of the state capitals still display there. Some of them, they're gone. But this is nice to see this one here in Montana. And it's right across from the state capitol house. We're going to walk around the square here because on every corner there is some nice interpretive signs and history signs about Helena being the state capital. I love to walk inside of the state capitol buildings of all the states because they almost always have such beautiful art in them. They specialize in art pieces that tell the history of the state, and I always think it's fascinating to see different styles in each one. And you know, they're all from similar periods, mid 1800s to the early 1900s for the most part. And luckily, there's a geocache right on the grounds of the state capitol. It's in this fake utility cover.
It's super clever.
On this metal side, there's a historic tree here, and there's a metal sign. Very good. Our first Montana geocache.
Yeah, and then we're going to drop this travel bug that we collected.
We're not going to drop it. We're just going to
dip
it.
Yeah.
Yep. You can dip travel bugs if you visit them along the way. You can log that you've dipped it and then move it on.
Yeah, it's fun for the person that left it there and fun for the people that take it and move it along.
The goal for this travel bug was to take lots of pictures. So I'm trying to take a picture of everywhere that we dip it for them. Helena is only about 32,000 people, so good-sized town. And I'm often surprised that the capital cities of states are not the largest cities in the states. They're often kind of small, mid-sized towns like this. This Helena is really walkable. It's got a nice historical downtown, and the governor's mansion was really cool to see. So we're enjoying a day out here. Found a little hidden corner here in Helena, Reader's Alley. How quaint. It's got a lot of historical cabins from the Gold Rush period and some other historical buildings here. Just like Diagon Alley.
For squibs.
Yeah, for squibs. That's funny.
That was pretty clever. Well, we're done with Helena, so we decided to take a drive out to Canyon Lake. This is east of Helena and pretty near our Boondockers Welcome. It's actually the Missouri River. So the Missouri River was dammed here at Canyon Ferry in early 1950s and made this huge lake that they now call Canyon Lake. I was so confused because on the Google map, it says that the headwaters of the Missouri River is south of here. And I thought, how could the headwaters be south and the lake is north if the river goes through the lake? So I looked at this map, and it turns out that the Missouri River does flow north for a little bit from the headwaters. It flows north through Montana, and then turns east across Montana to North Dakota, and then goes south to meet the Mississippi River. So I did not know that the Missouri flowed north here. Now, I assume that Lewis and Clark came up here. Their expedition originally was to navigate the Missouri River to see if it would connect to the Pacific Ocean. So they must have come all the way up here and across Montana, and then the river ended here, and that's when they had to continue their journey on land. So a beautiful drive here. You can see the lake way off in the distance. There's not really a road that goes too close to the lake, but we're just having a short drive here before dinner. Well, another thing that Helena, Montana is known for is hot springs. We've found 2 different hot spring locations here, and we've chosen to try out the Broadwater Hot Spring and Fitness Center. They've got 7 pools here for $20 each, and they're open really late at night. They don't close till 11:30 p.m. So we're doing an after dinner soak, and I'm really looking forward to it. We've been traveling so hard for the past few weeks and going so fast, and I'm tired and just wanna have a soak. Just soak.
It's hot water. Montana is fascinating to me because of all these little ranch homesteads that are just in the middle of nowhere. It's a beautiful day in Bozeman, Montana. We've come about 2 hours south of Helena for the day, and we're starting out here at the Museum of the Rockies. This is, I read that this museum is run by the Smithsonian Institution, so it makes it one of the top museums in the country, and they've got lots of dinosaur fossils and displays here. You know, Montana was a big place for finding dinosaur bones and stuff, so this area is big dinosaur country. Dinosaur fossil exhibit here at the Museum of the Rockies is so impressive. Never seen so many fossils together. You know, in other museums you might see a reconstruction of a T-Rex or some, you know, one of the big dinosaurs, but this has so much in it. Montana is the state that has found the most dinosaur fossils of any state in the U.S. Now, the museum is not only dinosaurs, it's also the Museum of the Rockies, so it tells the history of the pioneers, of the Indian tribes that were here in the area. There's lots of other exhibits here, but the dinosaurs are definitely the most impressive to me. Here's an early version of an RV called a sheep herder's wagon. Outside the museum, there's a living history farm. Looks like there was a little bit of snow earlier today on the front porch.
Hi, welcome in.
Hi. Oh, it's nice and warm in here.
Because, yeah, the fire going.
Yeah.
Have you guys been to the Tinsley House before?
We have not.
Oh, well, welcome in. This is the Tinsley House. It was built in 1889. It was built after 20 years of successful homesteading by the Tinsley family, a family of 10, with all 8 children surviving till adulthood.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Not quite a historic chicken house here.
I'll show you. It's really fun.
Canvas covering on the wall. Bozeman, Montana is a growing city, and it has become well known for attracting wealthy people from the West Coast. So they have come in, and there's a lot of seemingly high-end shopping here, a lot of new construction of large houses. And as we drive out the northeast side of town here on Bridger Canyon Road, you can see that there are many palatial houses and ranches and estates out here. There's even a little ski mountain here where we're parked, Bridger Bowl. And Bozeman started growing, over the past couple of decades, but especially it got accelerated during COVID when remote working became popular, and then people could really come out here from the West Coast and get away from the larger cities. And Bozeman has become a real unique area that's growing in Montana.
Well, we're finishing our day in Bozeman with a little driving loop through Clyde Park and Livingston, and now we're going to head back to Bozeman and head home. We will see you next time in the state of Wyoming because we are going to Yellowstone National Park. So I hope you'll join us there next time. From here in Livingston at the Sacagawea statue. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.